right. Super cool. Well, this is really awesome. So I'm making this video for a we're having some technical difficulties there. All right, I think I fixed it. I hope. This is my first time to go live. So School of Permaculture has a new studio. It will actually relocate later on our farm. I wanted to, just try out this new setup that I got going on, and what better way to do that, right, than on a Facebook Live and a YouTube Live at the same time. So I haven't done those at all. First time for that. But so we're going to kind of trial and error. At the same time, let's do a lesson. And the title of this video is, what in the world is a pathway garden? Well, that is a fantastic question. So what is a pathway garden? Well, to understand what a pathway garden is, we have to understand what's the most efficient garden. And the answer to that would be, the most efficient garden is a garden that you have to walk through. So if you've got, you're pulling your vehicle up and then you've got to walk from your vehicle to your house, ideally you'd have to walk through a garden and then you'd pick your stuff as you walk in and as you walk out. Maybe you can even coincide with bringing kitchen scraps out to a composting area. Maybe your worm bin is dropping nutrient from extra moisture at the bottom. And then so on your way into the house, you pick up veggies. On your way out, you are, either feeding your compost pile or your chickens, or you're feeding the plants with liquid vermicompost or something like that. So, okay, that's really cool, right? So it makes sense. Well, how would you design a pathway garden? Well, in order to do that, we're going to actually talk about a keyhole pathway garden. So let me just share the screen with you here. All right, boom. So if, say we went straight, right? We'll just go conceptual at first, and then we'll get into actually drawing it. Say we have a straight pathway like this. And say each one of these grids is 2 feet. So say we have a 2-foot, 24-inch pathway. So if that's 2 feet, and we'll go to scale in a minute, but basically, if this was my house and this is my vehicle or car, and I'm going up and down, literal straight pathway, I can put a keyhole garden all along, or multiple keyhole gardens all along each edge. Right, and this is just for concept, right? And that would look like this more realistically. And so as you get out of your car, move in, you can say, hey, I need to pop in here, bend over, get you some tomatoes or potatoes or whatever that happens to be right before you go into the house. Say there was a worm bin here. You took a look at those vegetables, maybe a couple leaves were spoiled, you cut those off, throw them into the worm bin, use a watering hose here to wash them off. So all that extra water goes into the worm bin, and at the bottom of the worm, well, first the washing table would have a cleaning area and its own drain. So all the little organic bits would fall from there into the worm bin. And the worm bin has a drain to help keep that dry. And then at the bottom of that, you would have a canister that held such a liquid and effluent. And then so as you move out, you might take that little canister and say, hey, I'm going to sprinkle that into all my gardens. So just the concept, like, you get it, right? There's nothing hugely difficult about understanding that. But if we're going to use grid paper, it makes it really easy to do a design. And, you can use one of these. And this is made in Germany. The company is called Alvin. This is a really good compass. So you want to get the ones that you can move in and out like that. And let's just say Each one of these is 2 feet. So a good keyhole, you can watch another one of the videos that I made a while back. You know, anywhere from like say 6 to 8 feet, 8 feet being a little big, 6 to 7.5 feet. So let's just say it's a 6-foot keyhole garden, which would mean if we start here, we got 2, 4, 6. So that's halfway is going to be about right there. So you can put your compass down there and about right there. And I'm just going to draw the outside circle first. Like this, there's the outside circle. The inside circle needs to be 25% larger than the pathway. Say the pathway is 2 feet, so 25% larger would be 2.5 feet. So again, I would bring that over. And you know, it's gonna be about right there. You're gonna barely be even able to notice it here. And then you're basically going to draw some straight lines like this, reinforce the outer edge, like that. Erase that little area there in the middle, and there you have a keyhole garden. All right, so then you just connect this to a pathway. Now, when you have a pathway here, you don't, when you have one keyhole garden, you will see the boundary because maybe you're gonna put bricks or whatever you're gonna put there for a boundary. But when you actually see this in real life, what it really looks like is here. None of this outside boundary is here. And I'm just gonna freehand this. So now we're gonna go 6 feet this way. So 2, 4, 6. There's the center of that one. So just draw a little circle there. And 2, 4, 6. There's the center of that one. Free draw it there. We'll do 1, 2, 4, 6. So you're walking up and down this pathway here, and so this is all growing area all around it like this. All right, and so you don't actually see any boundary here. You'd only see a boundary where the pathways are. And then anywhere you can reach, this is where you would do your plantings. And then out here where you can't reach, this is all support species. And so support species is a lesson for another day. And also curved pathways are a lesson for another day. But that is a pathway garden, the most efficient garden that you can have. I will show you one other thing before I let you go. And that is, let's go here. So this is a mandala garden, as you can see. And you can see this is a mandala garden is this type is just a form of pathway garden, except the pathway is just one big circle with little pathways to each garden here. So you can see here, that's the planting area that's been planted out. And then the areas and this is a planting area, the areas you can't reach, like right here, that is the support species area. Awesome. All right, so I get to check this out, see if it was good. It's a good test for me. If this video was valuable to you and you like the little lessons, maybe we'll do more of these. As a School of Permaculture can just do it live. So, hey, I love you guys. Bless you. In the name of Jesus, take care.